everyone, welcome back to Advanced Excel program with Preeti. The topic we are going to cover today is conditional formatting. So to start with, you should have some data with you. I'm again taking the same data which we had taken in pivot table. Now before we start, let's understand what is conditional formatting and in which scenario would you require it. Conditional formatting is basically to format your data based on certain conditions. So usually you would have seen data wherein you have rag status, red, amber, green status. All of that is done through conditional formatting. Also, if you would have seen any files which would have some icons and all of that is done through conditional formatting. Once you do conditional formatting, there is other options also that you can perform on it, like sorting, filtering and all that. That's quite simple. I mean, if you just enable the filters, you'll get to see, but for that you should have some conditional formatting for it. So to start with, there are two types of conditional formatting. One is row formatting and one is a column formatting. Let us go to the option which is in the home tab. You have this conditional formatting over here. All of these are the default ones wherein you have to just select based on the condition and then you can just format your data as per the requirement. So these are all your column formatting, which means you can only format a single column using these. So let's start with the first one. Now this is ideally on conditions like greater than, less than. So when you say greater than or less than, it's usually numeric. You have some text value, then you can take equals to. Again, between comes for numeric data. Text that contains, let's say, specific some codes you would want to search, all of that can be done over here. And then if there is dates, one frequently used one is duplicate. So let's say if you have a list and if you want to quickly find out if there is a duplicate entry in it, you can use this. So let's get started. I'll not go to show you each and every of this because it's quite simple and it can be explored. What I'll show you is I'll just give you one example out of each set so that the concept is clear. So let's say amongst numbers, let's say we'll take greater than. For that you need to have numeric data. Now such data cannot be considered as numeric like the order ID. Reason being because if you notice there is some text along with these numbers, even though there is numbers, but just because there is one text or one special character. Now these are special characters which is come in this text, so it will no longer be considered as numbers in Excel. When you say number, it has to be purely numbers with no other text. This becomes alphanumeric and this is again called considered under the text category. So we have some numeric columns at the end. So let me highlight, let's say I want to highlight all the discounts which was given, let's say more than 50. I want to see for how many products I have given discount more than 50. So you will select the data selection, or ideally deselect your heading. So avoid your heading selection and then just select your data. I used Control Shift down arrow key to select the entire range. You go to conditional formatting and you'll say greater than. Okay, so your 40 is written randomly. Let me say 50. I'll just select some color. As I mentioned earlier, the rag status and also if you see, these are the default colors you'll get, red or yellow, green. You can anytime customize it, but this is something which is very frequently used, hence you get it. At the moment, let me just select green fill. So I want to just highlight it as green color. Now as I mentioned earlier, you can filter it out or you can sort it out. Let's see how that works. I want to just filter out all the green colored ones. So I'll get the filter. Shortcut to get the filter is Control Shift L. To remove, again it is the same shortcut. To put the filters, it's the same shortcut. Okay, so you have this sort by color, filter by color. You can use any of these options and you can just get the desired result. This color option will only get enabled if there is some color. Either you manually put a color or you use the conditional formatting. Now when we say filter by cell color, the cell color is the background color of the cell and the font color is the text color. So either ways, you either select this or this, it means the same. Let me just select it. So these are the entries, like these many records I have given discount more than 50%. I want to know the count, like a quick count. You can just do a control shift down on the quantity. I want to see the quantity I have sold. So you get this, quick calculations in this area. So you get to see the sum. So quickly we can understand that we have done a sale of 3349 quantity with a discount more than 50. You want to remove these filters, you'll just do Control Shift L again. Now let's say I'm done with checking my data using the conditional formatting, and I just want to remove the conditional formatting. You'll select that section and you'll say clear rules. You can either clear the selected cells or the entire sheet. Now why would you use each of this? Let's say there are multiple conditions applied in different columns, then you would select a specific range and say clear only from the selected cells. But let's say if you want to clear all the conditional formatting in the sheet at once, then you would use this. At the moment, either would not make a difference because any which ways I have done one conditional formatting. The next one, let's explore for the duplicates one. So let's say I want to take the customer names. I'm seeing duplicates. Let's take it on customer name. I want to see if there is any duplicate on customer name. Actually name is not a good example here. Let's try for order ID. There will be some duplicates because I can see the numbers repeating, but just to quickly show you how this works, quite simple. Just select your column, go to duplicate values and then do OK. So you'll quickly get to see all the duplicate values at once. It gets highlighted, and if you sort it, it will get grouped together also. So for example, if I just sort my values, do an A to Z, you can either sort it by color and just get all the red together, or just do an A to Z or Z to A, so you get everything grouped. So you have these groups, okay, and you can understand that this specific order ID has many duplicates and so on. There is no way to unsort your data as such. You can probably do a Control Z, or let's say if you had a sort on a particular column, let's say on the name or something, you can just sort it back on that. But otherwise there is no way to unsort your data, like how you have to remove conditional formatting or to remove filters. There is nothing to remove sorting. Let me clear it. Top and bottom rules, again this goes completely on numbers. There is no scope of text over here. So again, you don't have to do any calculation here. Excel does the calculation in the backend. But let's say out of this entire range, I want to highlight the top 10 values, the top 10 products wherein there was a profit. So let me just scroll. Let's say top 10 items. You can increase the number if you want top 20 or top 15. You can do that and do OK. Just selected the default color. and then you can just filter out. So you'll get the top 10 values. You don't have to perform any calculation, no sorting, you directly just use this option and your data is and just clear it. Let me freeze the first row because I want to show the headings every time I perform some task. So to freeze the first row, you go to this view tab, freeze top row. Okay, so when I'll scroll from now on, my headings won't change. Going back to the conditional formatting option, data bars, color scales, all of it goes on icons. Data bars and color scales is just to color a field based on the numbers. So let's say I have some values here, I'll select it. You can select whatever type of fill you want. Let's if I take this, so it is going to show me like which is the higher value, which is lower values. So what it does is it will take this entire data set, this entire column as a set of data. It will take the smallest number and largest number and it is going to highlight. Now the reason why you see only some cells highlighted because this range is extremely huge. For example, the lower value I can randomly see over here is something in 5 and the highest value is for example 8,000. So that's a very huge gap, right? And that's the reason why it's not showing this scale for each and every row, but it's just showing for the major values. So if for example I would have done the same thing, let me just clear it. If I would have done it in this, wherein I see quantities, you know, in values less than 10 maybe, not sure, sorry. If I go to data bars, so it will take a range and it will give you these bars in each and every range. So you can quickly see the cell and you can know that whether it's a less value or a higher value. Color bars, color scales will do a similar thing wherein it is going to highlight the color based on a range. So for example, again this is done automatically. You have the option of changing these conditions, but for example you have this range, it will take the lowest values and if you see there is some red and orange and green, so it is going to sort it based on that. So let's see what conditions are getting applied. At any point you want to understand what conditions have been applied, you go to this manage rules. So there are two conditions. If you remember, I have applied data bar as well as data scale. Let's say I no longer need this, I'll select it and I'll do delete rule. And here graded scale, I'll double click. You'll understand what is happening here. So as I said, it's randomly doing some coloring. It is actually going on percentile. If you want to specify a specific number, let's say you want to show more than 5, it is good, so it is green in color. So you can just specifically select a number and give a value here. So the lowest will be some color, highest will be some color. Let's just interchange it, or let's just change it from here. Lowest value, let's say, is red and highest value is green. Do OK. So accordingly it will change. So where I have 10 and all, it will be bit green. So for example, let's say I just increase the data here, it will change the color. If I make it 10, it will change the color like this. So that's how it works. You can anytime manage your rules. You want to clear all of this, clear this.